Hi guys, it's Ray. Today we are going to do a glitter ornaments. Super quick and simple. I'm going to work with disc ornaments today. So you're going to start by pulling off your top. Some people are going to tell you have to clean the inside of these with alcohol. I have never come across one where I had a problem, so I don't. For my adhesive, I'm going to use Minwax polyacrylic. It really doesn't matter what finish you get. They'll all work the same. This one happens to be a clear satin. It's what I could get my hands on. This is pretty pricey. It's like 10 bucks for a small one at Lowe's. Lowe's is the only place I can find Minwax polyacrylic anymore because Home Depot switched to Varathane and Walmart never has it in stock. So that's where this one came from. This is my new can. My last can like this lasted me like 3 years. I normally have like a squirt ketchup bottle that I pour it into and work out of. I threw it away when I ran out of the last batch because the inside of the can was starting to get a little rusty looking. So I need to get a new one, and I forgot today while I was out. So I just have a little bit poured in a medicine cup. I'm going to pour that in the ornament, and I will pour this back in the jar when I'm done. I just wanted to make sure my top was on tight so I could show you. So you are just going to swirl it around the ornament. Make sure you get complete coverage. On a smaller ornament, I can put my thumb over the top. On these, I can't. So I'm going to turn it as I pour the bulk of the excess out. That way I'm sure I get the whole top covered. I'm going to pour most of the extra in here. And I'm going to set this aside to pour back in my container. Now, I like to take a plastic cup that I can stuff it into and let it sit to drip for about 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes minimum. It'll start to look more clear than milky. I don't know if you can see the difference. This one still has a couple little drips that need to come out, but they're towards the top and it should be okay. If you don't let it sit, if you try and do your glitter while this is too wet, you're going to have problems. It's going to clump and actually fall off. The letting it drip for the full like 10 minutes is super duper important. You're also going to see lots of other people tell you to use floor cleaner or polyurethanes. For me, the only thing I've found that works is this polyacrylic. But if you want to try something else, that's up to you. So the glitter I'm going to use is from AC Moore, which is now no longer in existence. I bought all of the ones of these they had on clearance when they were getting ready to go out of business. So this is the end of it. I'm down to less than half a jar. So next year, I'll be picking a different green. But for this year, what I'm using, I can't link to because it doesn't exist anymore. So, and I can still see this little drip. But I just use a piece of cardstock to make like a funnel because I don't like cleaning little funnels. And pour way too much glitter in. Just go for it. You're going to salvage almost all of it, so it's fine. And turn it and turn it and turn it until you coat it. And these ornaments are almost too big for the mouth of my jar. But I flip it completely upside down and give it a couple good taps just to get any excess out. So there you go. That is coated. That simple. And I'm going to flip this back upside down this way to dry again. And I'll let that sit overnight until I play with it tomorrow. So, decals I have cut. And I got it slightly off my transfer tape, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get off. Just being stupid. I dropped it sideways. Obviously, these are Grinch faces, so these are a little harder to get straight. So you're going to see me kind of hold the mouth up while I put everything else down. And then I'm going to go into the center of the mouth and kind of pull and work my way out from the center. Make sure it's all adhered down really well. And eyes. Some of the SVGs for the Grinch face have like cutouts where you have to line up the eye perfectly. I went with one where it's just solid black because lining that up can be a pain. So I don't bother. Get them on there. And for the back side of mine, I have one that I typed up, Stink, Stank, Stunk, and one that's just a basic Merry Grinchmas. I'm going to do the Stink, Stank, Stunk. Usually I do these in batches, but today I'm just going to do the one. But I do have the stuff cut to do these other two, so. But I figured, through the magic of television, we could just speed this along. And yes, I did just rip that K, but I'm still going to use it. And again, this is on a curve, so you're going to have to kind of work it from the center out. These are 4-inch disc ornaments. I have some that I ordered on Amazon, some were from Dollar Tree. I will put a link to the Amazon ones down below. My Dollar Tree is completely sold out of these for the year, so I'm on my last 3. But then you're going to take your topper, and this is important because if you don't put your topper in right or the direction you want it to go, you will scratch your glitter off. So you're going to want to hang it on the branch facing this way. So you're going to want this piece straight back and forth to the front, and you're going to pull this so it's almost all the way out. And then as quick as you can, you're going to set it on the top, and you're just going to push. And that way when it pops out, it doesn't scrape down the side. It just kind of pops out where the points are the only thing that hits the ornament. So, that is it for my quick and easy Grinch ornaments. Step by step. Thank you.